This video is brought to you by the EA Creator Network. Hello guys, Michaela here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another speed build. Today we are building a community lot, which is something I haven't built in a very long time. Because I'm not a huge fan of community lots, to be completely honest. So yes, because we got the new kit, I decided to build a kind of multi-purpose community lot in the world of Windenburg. I would also like to thank to the EA Creator Network for providing me with the codes for these for the new, fairly new kits, the Riviera Retreat kit, as well as the Cozy Bistro kit, which is the one that we are going to be using here today. Not only that one, I haven't decided, I didn't do a restricted build. I'm sorry, my English is not working today. I've already recorded one voiceover earlier today, and I feel like my brain is just not braining today. So sorry if I sound like an idiot, but it is what it is. I really need to get these done, so yeah, just bear with me. I'm sorry. What was I saying? Yes, I decided to build a community lot with packs that are not restricted, but because I wanted to create this like Tudor kind of themed build in the world of Windenburg. So I decided to build on a 30 by 20, which is the factory one lot in Windenburg. And this is actually a multi-purpose lot. So it can function as a restaurant, a bar, a lounge, a karaoke bar, and there's a nightclub. So it's like a very versatile community lot, and you can choose which of these you want to use them as, which is, I think, quite nice, especially for gameplay. You can go into build mode and change the type of the lot that you need and want. So it's very multi-purpose, and it makes a lot of sense to do it like this. Whenever I do build community lots, I always try to make them multi-purpose because it makes sense for me personally. Anyway, I was inspired by a build that I saw on Pinterest, which was actually a build from The Sims 4 game. I'm not sure who built it, but I think I kind of got my inspiration for a part of the build, and then I added something extra for myself because I had the vision to make it a multi-purpose lot, and I really needed a lot of space for that. So the entire downstairs is the community lot. Then upstairs on the right side of the build is also the community lot. And then the left side of this home, the second floor, is an apartment. So it cannot function as a residential lot, but I mean you could, but then you'd have like a lot of stuff that you don't need for living. But you could kind of purchase this, kind of have it as your restaurant maybe, and then live on the second floor with your sim, so you wouldn't have to go to the place that you kind of live in actually. Yes, I feel like that's fine. I think it's doable. It's not ideal, but yeah, it's just the way it is. Unfortunately, we cannot make functional living spaces when it comes to community lots. So yeah. So here I am finally using some of the stuff from the Cozy Bistro kit, as specifically the windows that came with the pack, and I'm very excited about those. It's the style of this bag is not something I would go for. It's not a style that I would use very often, right? I think the Riviera Retreat kit is exactly up my alley. It's like a very contemporary looking pack, but this kit, I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of some of the items, especially in like day-to-day builds. But still, it was a lot of fun to kind of try get out of my comfort zone a little bit and build something a little bit different with the pack, and I think it turned out really nice. I just love the color scheme. I think I went with like I think I'm in my kind of like a wood and toned down colors era at the moment, because I'm not very good at like colors these days. I definitely want to, because I would like to do some like colorful summer builds, in like July and August, but right now it's just not really working for me for some reason. So yeah. So the main kind of color palette here is the like dark brown, white, but I also included the like red accent because the seating options that I had from the kit were kind of this red burgundy dark color. So yeah, that's what I decided to go for. Here I'm using this kind of bike stand from the debug of For Rent, and actually putting some bikes because I feel like it's realistic to have that at like a restaurant or a cafe, so people can not only come by a car, but they can also maybe come with a bike or something like that. So I felt like that was a really cool detail, and I love that we got something that's actually meant for bikes in For Rent, because I've used a debug item from a Snowy Escape, I believe, and I also used some of the agility kind of props. They came with the uh, Cats and Dogs pack as a stand for bikes, but this one is actually like a bike rack, and I'm excited about that. I was very happy when I saw it in the debug when the For Rent came out. So here I am working on the first floor, just adding some flooring and wallpaper and doors, things like that. And here I am, this is going to be the cafe area. So I used these kind of storage spaces from the new kit behind the coffee making station, which is kind of which was initially my idea. I wanted it to be a cafe, but then I was like, you know what? Let's explore some of the other types of lots as well and try and maybe make it a multi-purpose lot. And yeah, I ended up being like, what, 6 different things? Because a lot of the things have the same stuff that they need. I mean, the restaurant obviously needs this like chef's station, which is specific, but the bar, the nightclub, the lounge, and the karaoke bar usually need similar things, and there's usually just one extra thing that you need to add for it to work. So that was perfect. So yeah, I just wanted to make it versatile, so you can do whatever you want with the sim as well. So here I am adding the restaurant stuff, mainly from the Dine Out pack, because that's the pack that this venue obviously came with. And then we are going to start adding, I think, the seating space, if I'm not wrong. So there is kind of a little bit of seating space inside, but the most of the seating space, it's outside actually. So here is the bar area. So that's for the bar, the nightclub, and the karaoke bar. And I think the lounge also requires a bar, but I could be wrong. Then we have the bar also needs some music, I think, or a nightclub. I'm not fully sure which kind of venue requires what, but I think I know you have to have a TV, you have to have some music, you have to have some seating, dining tables, chairs, things like that. So that's also a necessity. But I think I've got the idea for this multi-purpose platform from my dear friend Simmery Sims, who is an amazing Sims 4 builder, by the way. So if you don't follow her yet, you definitely should. So I got the idea for a multi-purpose lot from her, and I have been doing it ever since. I haven't looked back ever since, and I really love the idea. I feel like it's just so smart, especially for gameplay. So I've been doing it a lot. Up here is basically the lounge area. So you have a microphone, you have a piano, have some seating as well. So this is kind of like the private kind of lounge area for your Sims, which is something I really love. I really love how this upstairs portion turned out. It's very classy and luxurious and cozy, and I really, really like it. I decided to use the chairs and tables that came with the new kit. So I used the red swatch because I think because I wanted or like needed this brown, like darker brown wood tone, and that was the only one that was available from the chairs, and it had the red kind of cushion on the seat. So that kind of, again, that's what inspired the color scheme of this build afterwards. So it's like beige, white, brown, and as a kind of like an accent color, this red kind of burgundy color, which I'm very excited about. And I wanted to ask, how is your, well, summer technically going? Because the summer period already started. I mean, a lot of you are probably already working, so you don't really uh, see it, I guess. But for people like me who are after university, and I'm also going to be a teacher from September. I have summer break, so for me, this is a time where I am going to rest, have vacation. So, what are you up to? Share that with me. I would love to know what you've been doing so far in like the early July months, or even if you're working and you've been on some trips, share that with me. I love traveling. I love hearing what people are up to. So yeah, share that with me if you want to. Yeah. So here I am doing adding more seating, especially downstairs for like the cafe and restaurant portion. I added a lot of seating outside as well as on the inside. There's one bathroom, which I feel like should be enough. I was thinking of adding a second bathroom, but I just did not really have the space for that, unfortunately. So I hope that one bathroom is going to be enough. I also used the gazebo sort of thing that came with the Riviera retreat kit outside, which I felt like could be really cool for like private parties. So maybe someone rents it out and they can have like private parties in there, because there is a big, I think 8 seat table, so I felt like it was appropriate for that as well. So here I'm just adding some clutter to the bar, and I feel like we might be moving on to the apartment, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just adding some more clutter in here, especially those bottles that came with the new kit as well. And I'm just adding some more decoration to the kitchen as well. So there's a chef station, a sink, a fridge, and I also placed a seat so that the chef can maybe take a break if he needs to. And just adding some decorations as well, so it's not like bland and completely empty, just like more I feel realistic than just nothing in there at all. And yes, we are moving on to the apartment. So I was struggling a little bit with the style again, because it's not a style that I would normally go for. My style is more like mid-century modern or Scandinavian kind of style. So this kind of more dated, more traditional look is not my thing that much. But I really enjoyed working on this one. It's again something different. I've been experimenting a lot lately, so I've had a lot of fun working on this. I also added the coffee making station, a coffee maker that came with the new kit, which is beautiful. I think that's like the top, like number one item that I'm definitely going to have a lot of use for in my builds, because it's gorgeous, this coffee machine. I think it's the prettiest one that we have in the game so far. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about that coffee making station. Here I am just adding some clutter to the kitchen. I kept the clutter fairly toned down. I didn't want to overdo it, and I felt like the sim that owns this community a lot is really into cooking as well, so I wanted to make sure that there is plenty of space for cooking. So there are 2 empty counters, so if your sim maybe has a child, there's not place for the child here, but you could maybe somehow do it. Or maybe they have friends over, they can cook together. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And here we are moving on to the bedroom. Also, what was very kind of, I don't know how to really call annoying. Yes, that's the right word. You can see that the doors and windows from the new pack are clipping through the floor, which is incredibly annoying. I hate it so freaking much. But it just, there is no way, nothing I could do about it. I could maybe use the tool mod to slice them down a little bit so they wouldn't clip. But why do I have to do that? It shouldn't do that. So yeah, EA, please, can you just make sure that doesn't happen? Because it's extremely annoying. I know it's not like changing anything for your build or for your gameplay, but it's just annoying. I just don't want to see that in my builds. So yes, please, EA, work on that, because please. I've been also, I think I've talked about it in some of my previous videos, I've been very much into dark brown, which is not great considering it's the summer and we want more color. So I'm sorry about that. But I've just been on this build feels very autumnal. Which I blame the pack, to be honest, because the Cozy Bistro, it came with some colorful swatches as well. And I did try and figure out something that was much more colorful, but I've tried like 4 different shells and I didn't like any of them. So that's why I decided to end up with this kind of like a Tudor themed home that fits perfectly in Windenburg, or like build that fits in Windenburg. But yes, I promise. So next time I have a mansion in Solani, which is also with dark brown, but it has a different vibe. I think it's much nicer, much more summery. And then I'm going to try and do some, I think hopefully then we might have a build with the new expansion pack that might have been announced last week. I'm pre-recording this, so I have no idea. It's just rumors that I know of at the moment. So I might do a build with that one, and then I want some like summery, colorful builds, hopefully. So yeah, that's almost it for today's video. I'm just adding some decorations to the rooms, and then we're going to move on to the bathroom in this house. And yeah. So if you want to download this build, you can get it on the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below, as always, on my Ko-fi page. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you would not miss any of my future uploads. I upload every week on Friday a full-length video, and room build shorts every Tuesday. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you are having a great day, and yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye!